Hey there, I'm Jen, and today we're going to take a closer look at the Revit Levante 2 women's riding jacket. Now, this is a jacket that is geared towards the touring riders out there, but I see it's going to work well for a lot of that light adventure riding you might be doing as well. And it's oriented towards the hotter months of riding. It has a lot of generous use of mesh. We're going to go through all those details in just a second. But what I also like about this jacket, it meets CE2 armor ratings and CEAA abrasion resistance ratings. So at this price point and for a predominantly mesh jacket, those are some really good safety standards being met. So when we talk about price, this jacket comes in at $390. Means it's going to ship to you for free, and as always, our price match policy is in place to guarantee you the lowest price available. Now, some notes about sizing. Kelly here joins us, and she's 5'8", has a bust of 36 inches, and looking at the sizing chart, Revit would recommend a size 40 for her, but right now she's wearing a size 38, and we feel like this is the optimum fit for Kelly. So our recommendation to you is go ahead and order one size down from what the sizing chart has for you. All right, so let's talk about some of the details of the Levante 2 jacket. Starting up top, we do see Revit's kind of patented approach here to adjustment collar, and it does have a snapback feature, so you could open that up and snap it open if you want to get a little more airflow into the collar portion. Transitions into a SAS zipper in the front for a main entryway. And I want to point out this jacket is a touring jacket, so it takes safety into account, has a lot of reflective bits across it. And Revit also has these little clips here. If you ever want to add in one of their high-vis vests, you could go ahead and do that for a little bit more pop of visibility. Now, there's a lot of different main construction materials happening here. There's a 3D mesh, a traditional mesh, some more poly. All these materials together is what achieves that CEAA abrasion resistance rating. I want to talk a little bit more about that 3D mesh system that you're going to see up top here. And Revit's been really smart in the way that they've placed this. So they're thinking about touring riders, normally have a taller windscreen. It means there's going to be a lot of blockage of wind in this area. It's going to come up over the top of that windscreen, and this is kind of like the prime real estate for that air to get into this jacket. So they're using a more aggressive 3D style mesh to help capture more of that airflow. Now, moving on into the jacket, I do want to point out these top loading zippers. Now on screen, they look really generous in a big pocket, but I actually found once I opened these up and tried to fit my phone in it, I had a bit of a struggle. It's a little bit tighter and it doesn't fit my iPhone 12. So just keep that in mind. They are a waterproof pocket, and so for your other essentials that fit, that'll be some nice protection there to stow those away. Now, running down the sleeves, I want to talk about the CE2 armor that's happening. This is Revit's C-Flex armor. You can see it's very breathable and very bendable, and you're going to get that in the shoulder and then also in the elbow. And as we're looking at the sleeves, I want to talk about down here, you're going to get some more airflow through this mesh, and then you do have the adjustment points here at the bicep and then also the forearm to fine-tune that fit to your needs. All right, Kelly, if you could turn to the side for us. So in this side view, I want to talk about the cut and pattern of this jacket. It's more of a neutral cut, so it's going to work best for those upright touring riding positions. Coming down into the torso area, you do have a little center belt, so you can fine-tune that fit a little bit more to your liking in the waist. And at the bottom, there is this little cord adjustment here, and that's going to make a nice tight fit at the hem with that waterproof liner, so you can make sure you're keeping those wet elements out. All right, Kelly, if you could turn to the back for us, please. So in the back view here, you're going to have some more pops or reflectivity, which is good to see in a touring jacket. Now, Revit's been using this kind of handle system up here, so you have an easy point to grab and carry this jacket with you when you're out on your travels. More of that 3D mesh up top and traditional mesh through the center part of the jacket. Now, I do want to point out this jacket doesn't come with a back protector, but you can opt to add one in. It has a pocket for it. And then down here in the bottom portion of the jacket, you have a little storage zipper pouch here, so you can store your waterproof liner in here when you're out on the ride, and a nice drop tail coverage here for that lower back. Again, for a touring jacket, want to see some good coverage there, so Revit's got you covered. All right, Kelly, if you could turn front and unzip for us, please. So on the inside here, I want to give you a good view of that waterproof liner that is removable. And in my mind, I think this is a good solution for a destination layer. Seams are taped and covered, and they don't have like a lot of exposed threads and things like that. So subjectively, I feel like I would wear this around at the bike night and not feel weird about it. And Revit's even got a little logo there, and there is a little stash pocket on the inside of it. So it has a lot of features for just a waterproof liner. When it comes to your outer shell, you do have that comfort mesh and 2 stash pockets on either side, and there is a connector zipper if you want to connect this to a pair of pants. All right, Kelly, if you could zip up for us, please. And so there you have it. That's the Revit Levante 2 women's jacket. Again, this is a really good touring option for that hotter months of riding, meeting that CE2 armor and CEAA abrasion resistance ratings. Now, if you have even more questions, go ahead and hit the info button on your desktop or mobile device. It'll redirect you to the product page where you can see more product features and read some reviews from riders like yourself. And if you have even more questions, give our customer service a call. They're going to be happy to help you find a riding jacket that best suits your needs. All right, well, thanks for hanging out with Kelly and I as we take a closer look at the Revit Levante 2 women's jacket. I'm Jen. Keep it on 2.